All right, Shalom Israel. I want to start off by saying, Call Halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the tabernacle of David, spreading this word in truth and in sincerity of heart. All right, I came across a few articles a few days ago while I was at work. Just wanted to shed light on them, specifically concerning North Korea because they have a big part in dealing with privacy, as do biblical privacy, that is, as well as other nations. This was written, or published rather, 2 days ago, Monday. Title says North Korean UN envoy says nuclear war may break out at any moment. You know it. If war could break out at any moment coming from North Korea, then we as the watchmen have to declare this, put it out, because again, it is biblical prophecy, and we should definitely be preparing ourselves for the smaller prophecies that are to come, such as these race wars and race riots. All right, after that, we definitely have the mark of the beast, which is a microchip, and then World War III. All right, so I just wanted to get into a little bit of this article. It says North Korea's deputy UN ambassador has warned that the situation on the Korean peninsula has reached a touch and go point and a nuclear war may break out at any moment. All right, this should bring some kind of speedily, what's the phrase I can, the best way I can phrase this? You should be, when you hear things like this, you should definitely be, praying more, fasting more to get more revelations, reading more, knowing that all these things will and are coming to pass, all these biblical prophecies. All right. It says Kim, a little bit. Kim In, I guess that's Ryong or Young, told the UN General Assembly's Disarmament Committee that North Korea is the only country in the world that has been subjected to such an extreme and direct nuclear threat from the United States since 1970s, and said the country has the right, they have the right to possess nuclear weapons in self-defense. So, that caught my eye. I did a little bit of research and came across this article right here. I knew about this, but I did not know about this to the extent of detail that this article sheds light on. All right. The national interest was how American air power destroyed North Korea. So we're going to skip this first paragraph and read majority of this. Promise it won't take too long. But again, this is why North Korea wants, to have self-defense. Ultimately, they believe that having these nuclear weapons will make them some kind of a power, some kind of force in this world. But it's ultimately the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, putting it on their minds to create these weapons for his desires, to play out. All right, so we're going to start reading. It says, less well remembered, at least in the United States, is that America waged a mercilessly air campaign against North Korea during the conflict. As an eminent historian on the war, Bruce Cummings, puts it, what hardly any Americans know or remember is that we carpet bombed the North for 3 years with next to no concern for civilian casualties. And they won't have any when they bomb the United States, the daughter of Babylon. All right, it says, indeed, I guess it's Major General Emmett O'Donnell, who led the Far East Bomber Command of B-29s that participated in the bombings, described the plan as going to work, burning 5 major cities in North Korea to the ground, and to destroy completely every one of about 18 major strategic targets. All right. Curtis LeMay boasted that Strategic Air Command burned down just about every city in North and South Korea both. He also estimated that over a period of 3 years or so, we killed off 20%, 20% of the population. And future Secretary of State Dean Rusk, who also served in the State Department under the Truman administration, would say that the United States bombed everything, quote, everything that moved in North Korea, every brick standing on top of another. And you think the North Koreans don't want revenge? All right. The Lord is putting this revengeful spirit on them to create these bombs, but nevertheless, we cannot forget that, it's all for the purpose of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to destroy the daughter of Babylon. All right. The sheer number of explosives used is absolutely astonishing, it says. As Tom O'Connor has recounted in Newsweek, the U.S. dropped 635,000 tons of explosives on North Korea, including 32,000 tons of napalm. To put this in perspective, all right, throughout the entire Pacific theater in World War II, the United States dropped 503,000 tons of bombs. So more tons of bombs, of explosives, were dropped on North Korea than in World War II. And that was throughout an area that was a multitude larger than North Korea. All right. It says not surprising then that the historian Charles K. Armstrong has written, the U.S. Air Force estimated that North Korea's destruction was proportionally greater than that of Japan in the Second World War, where the U.S. had turned 64 major cities to rubble and used the atomic bomb to destroy 2 others. All right? And the article started it off, well, not started it off because we skipped over that, but it said it perfectly. It says less well remembered, at least in the United States. All right? Because just going throughout my day, just being at work, talking to friends and family, they don't know how the U.S. dropped bombs over North Korea. You mentioned that, and the first thing you see out of that person is some kind of ghostly look on their face, like you just told them, the so-called Jesus Christ is black. All right, you get that same kind of look on their face. They don't know, they have no clue, especially these damn heathens. All right. And since I mentioned that, his name is Yahweh Shai. All right. It's not no damn Jesus Christ. Yahweh Shai. That's the true name of the only begotten Son. All right. And the true name of the Heavenly Father, as I said in the beginning of this video, is Yahweh. All right. Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right. Anyway, we're going to finish up this article really quickly and then jump back. It said North Korea's lack of industrialization limited the number of enticing targets for strategic bombing. Consequently, as Armstrong again points out, by the fall of 1952, there were no effective targets left for U.S. planes to hit. Every significant town and city and industrial area in North Korea had already been bombed. All right. So they completely and utterly destroyed North Korea by 1952. 3 years of bombing North Korea. And the Lord said in Revelations that the daughter of Babylon will be destroyed in 1 hour. All right, 1 hour. Come on, man. You don't want to be a part of that. You want to be behind that. All right, you want to be above the firmament looking down on that. You don't want to be a part of this righteous wrath that's coming to the daughter of Babylon, man. All right, I'm going to pick back up right here, go to one other article, and then jump to these scriptures. All right. He pointed to large-scale military exercises every year using nuclear assets and said what is more dangerous is what he called a U.S. plan to stage a secret operation aimed at the removal of our supreme leadership. This is still Kim Il-sung, all right, talking from North Korea. All right, he said what is more dangerous is what he called a U.S. plan to stage a secret operation aimed at the removal of our supreme leadership. That's pretty interesting. I didn't do more research on that. I'm assuming that's the plans that the North Koreans, I think they hacked from South Korea, concerning the concerning war-related acts, joint war-related acts with South Korea and the U.S. And I'm assuming that this was a part of their war-related act, a secret operation aimed at the removal of our supreme leadership. But don't quote me on that. Like I said, it's just my hunch from other research, not too much on that specific topic. All right, this year, Kim said North Korea completed its state nuclear force and thus became the full-fledged nuclear power, which possesses the delivery means of various ranges, including the atomic bomb, H-bomb, and intercontinental ballistic rockets. The entire U.S. mainland is within our firing range. This is quote, the entire U.S. mainland is within our firing range, and if the U.S. dares to invade our sacred territory even an inch, all right, it will not escape our severe punishment in any part of the globe, he warned. All right, that's coming from their leader. All right, who said that? It says that they have various ranges. And that's the part I'm going to touch on really quickly. And the entire U.S. mainland is within their firing range. Came across this article right here. Let me just highlight it so I know where to come back to. Title is called "Where Can North Korea's Missiles Reach?" Literally just type that in. This should be the first article that pops up by, I guess this is ABC News. All right, published just a few days ago. All right. Now I jumped past their short-range missiles. I'm going to sort of kind of speed read through this. It says, just so we can get a glimpse of the ranges that this previous article talked about, the ranges of North Korea's missiles. It says the maximum range of North Korea's medium-range ballistic missile is about 2,000 kilometers. All right, and as you can see, that's all Japan right here in range. There it is. This puts the rest of Japan within range, including the world's largest metropolis, like Tokyo. All right. Missiles from submarines, which is a little bit further. North Korea's intermediate range ballistic missiles have a maximum range of 4,500 kilometers. All right, now as you saw, I like this representation, how it increases. All right. See that? That's their intermediate range ballistic missiles. See what it says about that? This puts the U.S. military bases on the island of Guam firmly into range, easy, as well as much of Southeast Asia. All right, there's Guam, that's easy. Easy, Guam, better watch out. Right, next, getting into the beautiful stuff. North Korea has also conducted 2 successful tests of an intercontinental ballistic missile. All right, that's the name of it. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't care about these heathen names. I just care about these damn missiles. All right, use them what they're for. Right, after the first test, experts estimated its range to be about 8,500 kilometers, which will put the U.S. state of Alaska, as you can see, into range. All right, that's what I'm talking about. It would also put many parts of Australia into range. All right, they're not safe either. However, the most recent test gave the missile an even higher estimated range of 10,000 kilometers. Right, let's see that move once again. Boom. Okay, maybe I didn't come to it. Oh yeah, it did. It did. There was Alaska. Look at the U.S. as it will get into. All right, so let me not be hasty. With this range, all of Australia will be in striking distance. There it is. It could hit Los Angeles. Boom, boom. That's easy. Right, LA, you're not safe. Most of Europe, you're not safe. And even New Zealand, all right, you're not safe either. As the crow flies, I like how they worded that, New York and Washington appear to be out of range. They appear to be out of range. Let's keep reading. Boom. But experts have noted that the rotation of the Earth increases the range of missiles fired in an easterly direction. Let's look at that again. New York and DC, all right? DC out here where I am. As a crow flies, New York and Washington appear to be out of range. Let's see that move again. It's a beautiful representation it does. Bam, there it is. Let's read that once more. But experts have noted that the rotation of the Earth increases the range of missiles fired in an easterly direction. So is New York and DC really out of range? Nah. That's an ICBM, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. Okay, I want to jump past all of this. Now look at this. All right, look at this. Look what just happened now. We're going to talk about that. So now we're talking about the whole U.S. now, right? Basically the whole daggone world, right? There's the U.S. North Korea. Finally, North Korea also has an array of space launch vehicles, which it has used to put satellites into orbit. Some estimates put their reach at 1,500 kilometers in a 3-stage configuration. Under this scenario, the only continent that would be largely safe would be South America. All right? No one's safe, basically. No one's safe, really, because the Bible, and I'm talking specifically about the daughter of Babylon, the whole entire U.S. mainland will be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Those missiles coming from North Korea and various other countries or nations, if you will, thus saith the Bible. And also when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai comes back in those beautiful, righteous, and holy chariots, and also the fire, the missiles that are coming from those chariots, all right? Daughter of Babylon will be destroyed, completely and utterly destroyed within 1 hour. All right, just want to get a few scriptures that came to mind the day I read these articles, actually, so just bringing those out. Jeremiah 50:18. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land as I have punished the king of Assyria. All right, so Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said that he will punish the king of Babylon. Who is that right now? That's Trump. And his land. What is his land? America. All right, the daughter of Babylon. Babylon is America. All right. Last scripture, Malachi 4:1. Actually, this is one of my favorite scriptures. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh, right, that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. All right, so it matches up perfectly. North Korea is saying that war could break out at any moment. The Bible is saying that the day cometh that shall burn like an oven. What is the Bible talking about? It's talking about those missiles that are going to come over here. All right, that's biblical prophecy from these various other nations. All right, you brothers out there need to be preparing yourselves. Again, like I mentioned, stand in these scriptures, praying and fasting without cease. This is really the time to be praying heavily. All right, praying heavily. If you're not out on those highways and byways, you need to get out there. All right, you need to be praising the Lord, pushing his word, pushing his ministry. All right. So hope this was edifying. Hope you brothers learned something. Again, keep watching. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well over Israel. Peace and salutation to you brothers pushing this word across the world. All right, the tabernacle of David in truth and in sincerity of heart. Shalom.